Farewell.
Well, my dad's off fighting the black ones.
Ah! Ah! Rurik, right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf, my cousin, gathering our crab traps off the Kjerrig cliffs. Ulf was pulling up a line, having a hard time of it. Well, grand, I thought. Cage has got to be full, it'll be a good haul. Then something tugged back and down. Weren't a blink and Ulf was underwater. Called after him, once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse. And the Muir Diablin flipped the boat. Don't even know how I made it ashore. Must have had Freyr watching over me.
That, or the monsters had eaten their fill. Thanks for the story.
Seen the plans? Strange longshore they're building. Bottom's almost flat, and but a 2-foot top.
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right. First the sea took my son, and now my man. I'm the only one left. Chavilla, our son, he went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the Kjerrig cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went. One night, he didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed a torch, and we went looking for him. The Muir Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small comfort, I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Vagrant.
Easy. Killing the ice, guy.
Vagrant.
Hey?
Another victim. Stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby. cobs. That stench near the fishing ground Rurik mentioned. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby. That stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby. That stench again. Slime and rotting flesh. More drowners. Ugly bastard. Rusty piece of armor, falling apart in my hands. A monster's lair. Bruises on his neck, definitely crushed larynx. Strangled. Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that. Bits of boats, torn sails, lines, sailing decor, you could call it. That stench, the marks on the bodies. This must be a water hag's lair. Got a keen sense of smell. Won't come back while I'm here. Unless she coexists with drowners. Maybe I could make an extract from their glands cover up my scent. That should do it. Now for a place to hide and wait. Behind those boats. That's it, Roach.
Man needs worries like a...
Job's done. Here's the proof.
Now why would I want to see... What the devil's that?
Water hag. An old, clever one. She was the danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in me life. Morays, lampreys, blobfish. But never nothing like this. Your reward. Well earned, Witcher. Well earned.
Thanks. So long.
There's no such thing as bad ships or bad weather. Only worth it for fucking sailors. Summoned. He's been murdered.
From barrel hoops to blades, I've got it. But I'm guessing you're...
Show me what you... So long.
Fair winds and following seas.
We've offended him, Sven. The woodland spirit seeks revenge. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him? The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a ploughing beast from the ploughing forest.
Split his ribcage. A strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
Geralt. I'm a witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Saw your notice.
What notice? This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
Who or what is this woodland spirit?
Tell you what, it's not any of your concern.
It's a common beast. Murders any man who ventures into its territory.
Exhaustive as descriptions go. What does this spirit look like? Anyone seen it for themselves?
No man alive has.
Great. Really helpful, all of you. Birds pecked apart his entrails. And here, tooth marks. A large dog, a wolf maybe. This the way it always kills?
Only cowards. True warriors. Men with the hearts of predators. The spirit grants them an honorable death.
You said the creature wants revenge. Why? For what?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the woodland spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are great. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
We are slaves to fear spread by blind fools like you. These woods are ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
I'll decide what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
Never respect, Witcher. Let our Shalmar be your guide. He felled the giant.
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads. Sharpened its claws, or just marked off its territory. smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. Thin and deep cuts, got him like a razor. A Leshen. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers. Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember, I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the woodland spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him. Yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The woodland spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes. The power of the woodland spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual, but aren't witchers made at similar cost?
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
Haven't decided what to do yet.
Try to kill the woodland spirit, and you'll bring his wrath upon us all.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
Swaddle all living creatures wherever I find it.
You all dressed up for me, Hildy?
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast, then. Just as I said.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the woodland spirit.
May your axe never crumble.
You hurt. Me dad repel like you just where he died.
Greetings, white hair.
Oh, Freyr, swaddle all living creatures in
Will
your
Sven visit today? Of course he will.
The Leshen's chosen the girl.
Pull that
Damn
one in,
it.
Hilda. Don't let him get away.
I shall name evil wherever I find it,
Oh,
and
Freyr,
grant our
swaddle
souls
all
no
living
rest.
creatures in your
Tell the Jarl. He's in charge.
You know.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village. That's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
It's not one of the elders.
Who then?
The woman you were talking to.
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
Not going with her? Funny. Thought you cared for her.
Tend to your own affairs and leave me to mine. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn.
It's raining. Put on your tunic.
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast. The Leshen accepted my offering.
I saw the smoke rise and crows dance in the sky. Everything will return to the old ways.
You'll see in a few days. I've done my part.
Expecting coin, eh? Don't fret. I've got your gold. Take it. You've earned every last bit.
You do know young boys will continue to die at the Covenant Stone trying to become hunters. The killing will never end.
I've not paid you to lecture me. You've done your job. It's time you left.
Well, well, Harold. Paying the witcher behind our backs to sod off and let the monster live?
We finished off the other elders. Just one left.
Death's but another stage in the cycle. I embrace it.
Be gone, Witcher, and you can keep your coin.
You deserve each other.
You one to judge?
Know your place, Witcher. You've dealt with the beast. Time you were on your way.
Nothing will change, no matter what you do here.
We'll find out for ourselves. You see, it's our fate on the line here. You're just passing through.
No sword, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Stain on the sleeve, Licker. Not scrubbing hard enough.
Scrub the clawing my foot.
Oh, where there?
You must be prospering round here, huh? Aren't there silver in them hills?
Aye, it's there. Can't so easy to get it out.
Wise up.
I'll be honest. Are you sailing this?
Carrack. Will very well be your...
Let me have a... So long.
Oi, mate!
And we're in for glory and riches.
Oh, that one. Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the missing miners. Might be able to help. What happened?
Well, we'd heard tales of silver in the northern hills, and seen as coins needed to ready longships for raids, we sent a few lads to see how much truth was in the tales. yet to return.
Gotta start by searching for them. That'll take time and drive up costs.
As long as they don't soar too high. I can throw in a few crowns more for the good of our lads. I'll let it stand. Deal.
Might not be much silver in the hills, but there are monsters, definitely. I'll see if the miners came across any.
Thank ye, Witcher. Not too many foreigners in the Isles in the open.
Come on, Roach. Footprints. Human. Well, how long you gonna make me wait? Wounds caused by a blunt instrument. Ribcage smashed in. Someone crawled through here with a broken leg. Wind didn't fell these trees. Something else did. Something big. Crushed bones. Human bones. A rock troll looks like. Show me. Wait, I want to talk.
Talk? Talk? But you come. Or call you wham-a-wham like this?
Exactly. Why do you wham 'em?
Things in walk troll house. Trolls say outmans, but they wham-a-wham troll rocks. So troll wham too.
From what you say, they were asking for trouble. I'll let it slide this time. But kill any other humans, and I'll come back and cut off your head. Understand?
No. Words are words many. Hurt head.
Let me try again. Wham-a-wham mans again. I'll swish-a-swash-a-swunk you.
Oh. No more troll wham. And this man take. For be good man. And no swish-a-swash.
Let's go!
Why, you? Odd, that one. Greetings, Witcher.
Your miners are dead. Not one of you knew a troll lived there?
We'd heard mention of it, but...
But greed went out over reason.
Not your place to judge us. What about the troll?
Left him in peace. Advise you to do the same.
Turn curd, you mean? What kind of monster slayer are you? Out of my sight. Odd, that one.
Got me eye on you.
Tell me, lad.
Spin.
you sailing this?
I recognize your type a mile away.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Master Geralt. A guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
So maybe I ought to stop by another time.
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krakow waits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here in Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there.
I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an uncrate's to wear the crown, it
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
shows some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked?
Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting.
Ceres! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Why, stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Krat. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
In a mine. What do you witches do?
Only one chosen by the gods could accomplish such a
Stop your hollering. Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Wenture, no. She's dear to the gods.
You and the Swango
Spare your ass. Slew them all.
Yet one.
What do you witches do once they're giants are
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige's seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrige,
his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must, Stephen. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade in hand.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote will turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it. Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Da.
Take my cloak. Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shot grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. Let's step for this. Dan, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Centron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Jarlborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Haim.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Respect.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
The gates were shut!
All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur, mead, and something else, something earthy. Bears like honey, before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo? Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls. All the horns are empty. Aldrich. Shit, no more than a kid. Bodies massacred. Hard to tell who it is. Steingrim, maybe? So many wounds. No wonder Hjalborn bled to death. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms? Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead.
And?
Drogadar. Skald's played his last. Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
Why so pale? White whale bite you hook?
Something I've always wondered. What'll you witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or giants around, eh?
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Respect, Witcher.
Hey!
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage. But as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Ceres wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways. Initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Silasaib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red funeral. Viewer died there.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think that it's had Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
That's how you earn respect.
May your
in
axe
Skellige,
never crumble.
girl. That's exactly how.
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish. I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Killed a giant, sure, but now he just faffs about seducing the lasses.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end, down below. Come, I'll show you. The stench! Is that vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries at his... Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrel, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick,
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely
Medallion's
used,
humming.
more like. When
Place
Yalmar
of
and I were
power.
little,
It's gotta
we'd
be.
play here. Once, bygone days.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on. Someone walked through the mead. Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead. Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby, something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Let's go!
Arnvold! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him...
You don't stand a chance.
Way to see you, boy, thanks!
Got him!
Why'd you betray them? Talk, or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea, but I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Bernard Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvold.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvold, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honorable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Bernard Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvold.
Ceres speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Bernard speaks true. Arnvold has served at Caer Trolda ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Uncreate lackey? Did Ceres entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Bernard to Arnvold, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan on Crete will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent.
You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrika, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Crete, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
Berna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrika? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Ceres! 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 Ceres!
wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell. Looks to me you're bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Cerys will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Did you sever
You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, I'd be glad it was Cerys.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugos. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been putting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Take care, Hjalmar.
Oi! Step over here!
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, a Gil, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might. I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate. Whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You can usually find a Gil near the Hallowed Oak. The man is probably praying in his heart for a cure.
stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he decides. Maybe he'll say something if I put out his fire. Hornet's nest. Known to have therapeutic uses. In shock therapy, for instance. Silent druid? Oh, yeah. They ever try to cure you somewhat? Not just mute. When do you lose your voice? Trying to... Doesn't look like we'll figure much out. Talking won't get me anywhere.
Piss off already, you... Oh, day. My vow of silence. 3 years. 3 years. Not a word, not a peep. Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
I meant well, really.
Well, it certainly didn't turn out well. Out of my sight, swine!
Ha! Heard him screaming clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward as promised.
How about that? Beard down to his waist and a toddler's sense of humor. Good luck to you.
Welcome to this.
Looking for someone who knows some
And you're looking for Granist? Never.
Where can I find him?
Here in the grove. He's got a grotto.
What do you druids deal? Farewell.
Aye.
I don't find any younger than
You must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no trade the musket's sporting ground. I shall do what I please and they leave me be.
Witcher?
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
You seem a nice enough guy.
Well, I'm not. I plan never to be. I became a druid to avoid others. To not have to deal with them. Not to smile when I don't wish to feign compassion when someone's travails matter less to me than a pair of birch cones. So I shall be straight. Get out of my sight. For something, I know not what, deprives you of yours.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply betray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you